Hello everyone, this is Ryan Shishak for Library 210. Due to some microphone issues and laptop issues, I was unable to do my presentation this past Sunday, so I'm now making this video and posting it online so that you may watch and make comments on it. For my topic, I decided to focus on a special population that libraries need to focus more on and try and bring more people into the library. And the population I chose is teens. With everything changing in the world today with social media, video games, movies, all sorts of new media coming out that's taking their attention away from the library, I figure why not have the library beat them to the punch and bring that media into it to try and bring in those teens. And according to the ALA's fact sheet, teens are using the library a bit more, but it's not record numbers or even shattering numbers to what they used to be. So we need to do something that would bring them in and make them want to come in. And Reference could do this by using these media tools, as well as expanding outreach to high school age teens who really don't use the library that much, except for maybe last minute stuff for book reports or projects. And the Reference would also be in charge of promoting this new technology and training teens on how to use it effectively and to get the most out of it when in the library. The three main technologies that I was focusing on were netbooks, video games, and movies. All three, depending on how you look and where you look, aren't that expensive for a library's budget, especially the netbooks, surprisingly. If you look for grants through the state libraries more often than not, they will actually give you netbooks to use in the library as long as the libraries follow a certain set of policies. I know in the Lodi Public Library we got about 15 Google Chromebooks when they came out, along with cases and adapters and everything, just so we can be prepared. All we had to do really was make sure that our wireless internet, if patrons are going to use it in the library, it had filters so explicit content could be accessed through the Chromebooks. And actually they did do fairly well with teens and even older patrons who were coming in and needed a reason to come in the library. Once they saw that they can check out netbooks, they really took to the idea. Video games is another thing that really hits to the heart of teens. With the growing media in video games these days, kids want something that can keep their attention, keep them entertained, and the problem is, though, they are fairly expensive. A new game goes for about anywhere from $50 to $60 depending on the system. So if a library were able to get a grant or find a used seller or even get donations from patrons to bring in games to just get patrons coming in, it would do a huge boost in circulation and attendance numbers with the teen population. Movies is similar. Most libraries now have actually started this. Since about 2009, they were not as much doing movies in libraries, but they were able to start slowly building collections, listening to what the patrons are wanting, which was a lot more mainstream movies and TV shows. And most libraries now, especially in bigger cities, particularly Sacramento, I know, have a decent sized collection of movies, both TV shows, movies, documentaries, anything that may spark the interest of a patron, and especially teen patrons, to keep them coming in. And especially now, when video stores like Blockbuster Video or Hollywood Video aren't as prevalent or just flat out of business, patrons are going to want somewhere to go where they don't have to buy movies. And even then, Redbox is $1 a day that you have to remember, so why not go to a place that offers it for free in the library? And Reference's role in all of this would be pretty straightforward. Training for netbooks would be a plus. Having a class every 1 or 2 weeks to allow patrons to get acquainted with the media, to know how they can use it for their benefit, and to get an understanding of what they can do with it in the library, out at home. It would be a huge advantage for them to take the class. Or even if a library wants to set up a policy where you have to take the class to know how to use it in order to check out the material, it would create interest for patrons that want to come in and learn from the library to be able to use this new item. And again, with the class, you would explaining policies, how to use the items, how to search for them in catalogs. It would be a wide range of topics discussed in the classes. And outreach would be the other big event, trying to bring in patrons, because yes, we may have the material, but they have to know about it first. So going to high school, sending out flyers or press releases to the local newspaper telling them what we have available would be a big plus in getting more teens coming into the library. Even things like hosting events to introduce the new media, the classes for the Chromebooks, or having game tournaments for kids that come and win prizes, just so they can come in and hopefully, seeing that while we do have new media, there's also other things there, like books, like audiobooks, computer classes, a wide variety of things just besides the media that the library offers the community. So that's my summary. Basically, new media would be the gate, or the way to kick the door open and bring in more teen patrons, Chromebooks, movies, video games. So bringing in that media that takes the teens away from the library, bring it to the library to bring them in with it. Making libraries more media friendly and having the staff here that are knowledgeable enough to teach the patrons and help reach them to try and have them come into the library. And I don't know how this is going to show up on the video, but here are my citations. Alrighty, there you go. And thank you for your time. Hope you enjoy the video.